Hello, in today's video, I'm sharing 10 incredible must-have Amazon products that I've been loving and think you will too, and most are under $20. There are two products in here that are between $25 and $35 that I also think you'll love. You can discover some great products and some major duds when you're shopping on Amazon. So when I discover Amazon finds that really stand out to me, I love sharing them with you in these videos. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. I have some fun beauty, fashion, and lifestyle Amazon finds to share with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. I owe this product to a subscriber. I don't think I would have tried it otherwise, and Marion left the most enthusiastic comment suggesting I try it. So I threw it in my Amazon cart. After reading the description, I was pretty intrigued. I tried it and fell in love with it. So when I tell you that I read your comments and sometimes I discover products based on your suggestions, I'm serious about that. So I'm going to read Marion's comment first, and then I'm going to tell you why I love the product. So Marion said, I found the best sunscreen for the heat and humidity, followed by 4 exclamation points. It's a Korean sunscreen, P.Calm water barrier sunscreen. It is sweat proof. It's like a primer finish, not too shiny, no pilling, and great under my makeup, followed by several emojis. It's been a lifesaver for me working outside. So I checked it out and I was really intrigued by the ingredients, the description, and the $20 price point for 1.69 ounces. So this is the P.Calm water barrier sun cream. It has SPF 50+, PA+++. And when I saw that it was supposed to be great for all skin types from oily to dry and sensitive skin, because it's got ingredients in here to help soothe and calm and moisturize, yet it's formulated to remain lightweight, not greasy, and not give a white cast, I was like, sign me up. I want to try it. It's also cruelty-free and vegan. So those of you that have been subscribed to me probably already know that I live in New Orleans where it's hot and humid the majority of the year. But even when it's not hot, it's still humid all year long. I also have sensitive skin that's rosacea prone. So I typically stick to mineral sunscreens because regular chemical sunscreens can flare up my rosacea or break me out. Now, I've had a lot of you urge me to try Korean sunscreens and just various sunscreens with these next gen chemical filters like this one, because apparently they're supposed to be a lot better. And I will say this one is. I have not tried another sunscreen that has a formula quite like this. I think I did get a clip of me applying this to my face, but you almost can't even tell what it does because it almost disappears as soon as you start rubbing it in. So it looks like a light lotion when you first squeeze it out of the tube, and it quickly disappears. And it's not greasy, yet you can feel that it is hydrating. If you have dry skin, you would probably want to apply this over your skincare as you normally would over your regular moisturizer. If you have oily combo skin like I do, I use this as a combination product, a combination moisturizer sunscreen. In the warmer months, in the winter, I may use a light moisturizer under it, but because it is so moisturizing, I have not felt the need to do this. This has been a really nice combination product that completely disappears. It nourishes and hydrates and gives me SPF 50 sun protection that feels like nothing under my makeup and gives me skincare and sunscreen all in one. You can continue to reapply this over and over and over and over, and it never seems to build up. It just sinks into your skin beautifully. There is no fragrance whatsoever. I do agree that this is a fantastic sunscreen for all skin types that sinks in quickly and easily and feels like nothing and wears beautifully under makeup at a great price point. In last month's Amazon video, I shared this brush set from Beakey. I think there's 2 sponges in there that I was really enjoying, and the price was just so good. They had given me a code just for you guys for 20% off, StephanieX20, for that set and some other sets for their sponges that I use all the time, and then these little poofs, these little velour poofs that I also use all the time. And right after I posted the video, the code was not working for some of you. There were some glitches going on. So before I went any further into this video, I wanted to let you know that has been fixed. So if you were affected by that, you can now go in and save even more on these items that are already priced really great. You can get an extra 20% off through December 31st with that code on the Beakey items that I have linked in my description box and in my top pinned comment. I'll have those specific sets listed for you along with everything I'm sharing today, and almost everything I have on you can get from Amazon too. I'll have that listed for you as well. Am I the last person out there to try the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer? I feel like everyone has tried this except for me. I have no idea how it slipped past me. It retails for $6 and it says on the bottle it's the one silicone-free primer that does it all. It has roughly almost 3,000 reviews and almost 5 stars. So people seem to really like this. What intrigued me about it is that it's supposed to hydrate while it mattifies and blurs pores, and of course it preps your skin for longer lasting makeup. The first time I used this, when I first squeezed it out of the tube, I noticed that thicker consistency that is so typical of silicone primers. It's got that kind of opaque, clear consistency that's thick that you have to kind of press and blend it out, but it blended into my skin nicely. It blurs my pores and it gives me a smooth surface. It does help my makeup go on really nicely and it helps my foundation last all day. What I do notice about it though, and I think you can see that on the back of my hand, is that it's not super mattifying, yet it does keep me from going into greasy territory during the day in my T-zone with foundations that otherwise might do that. So it is nice for that. And even though it says it's mattifying, I think that this would really work well for all skin types. I was reacting to something I was testing out one day and I was a little dry around this area, which can happen for me. And I used this and it worked really well over those dry areas. It works well over my oily areas. So I wouldn't necessarily classify this as a mattifying primer. I just think this is a really nice smoothing, blurring primer that helps my makeup last longer, that costs $6. So it is a nice primer at a really nice price point that I think could potentially work really well for all skin types. Now we have a J Beauty product that was suggested to me when I was browsing around Amazon and it kind of intrigued me, so I decided to test it out to see how it worked. We went from K Beauty to J Beauty. So this is the Club Suppin powder and it's in this tin packaging that kind of reminds me of cargo packaging. Did any of you use cargo blushes specifically is what I used to use? Loved them. Are they still around? Man, I really like those blushes. So it's this white powder. It's actually a really nice size. If you compare it to, let's just look at this Wander Beauty foundation powder here. The actual size of the powder is pretty big. This is supposed to control your shine or blot your shine without looking flat or making you look white. And it's also supposed to blur and kind of diffuse your skin in the process. It came with a clear separator in here that you could probably take out, but I like it to remain in there just to separate the puff from everything else. So you just kind of tap it wherever you see shine, and it does take it away without adding a powdery look, and you still get that skin-like finish, which I really like. So it's not something that I'm taking with me on the go because it's just kind of bulky, but you could if you carry a bigger purse than I do. I do like that it keeps your skin finish, that skin sheen, while blurring and softening the oily shine that you might get during the day. It's also got this nice kind of powdery sweet scent. I am unable to translate to see what the ingredient is that might do that, but it's supposed to have really nice ingredients. I just don't think you could overdo it. And it's supposed to be kind of a skincare powder hybrid type of product that condition while you wear it, which is nice. And it comes in at a $20 price point. It's just a discovery that I stumbled upon that I've really been enjoying. Because I included this in my last makeup dupes video, I'm going to keep this very brief. But if you you haven't seen that, you should go check that out because there are some great, less expensive makeup products for high-end ones. If you're wanting to save money, I'll have it linked down below in my description box and in my top pinned comment and up in a card, so you can go catch that after you finish this video, of course. So I am an avid user of the Foldable Tweezerman or Tweezerman lash comb. I swear by it for combing out my lashes on a daily basis. I guess I just have clump-prone lashes. Spoolies don't do the job as quickly or as easily. They're also harder on your lashes. Plastic lash combs, let's just not even discuss that. It's just a beautiful, beautiful product. I think it costs a little bit less than $15, but I found on Amazon that you can get two for around $7 or $8. Now, one is silver and one is gold, whereas the Tweezerman is gold, but I can't tell the difference in how these are made and that one at all, except that these you have to push a little bit harder to fold them down, but I rarely fold mine down anyway because they sit here open on my vanity since I reach for them on a daily basis. I really only fold them when I'm traveling, and I love the fact that they're basically $3.50 to $4 a piece, so you could actually have one live in your travel bag if you wanted to and keep one in your vanity. I have sworn by my Tweezerman lash comb for probably 20 years. The only time I replace it is if the little teeth start to come out, which does happen eventually after several years. So I am anxious to see how long it takes that to happen with these, but at this price point, I'm okay with that. For some reason, even though it's not taboo anymore to talk about wearing shapewear under your clothing like it once was, I think Skims made it cool. I don't know, maybe Spanx too. I feel like a mama because I needed just a regular non-shapewear slip for a couple of specific purposes. So I have a few dresses that I feel like need a slip layer underneath them because you can see through them and they don't have it. So I keep not wearing them. And it seems like all I was finding were shapewear, body hugging, body conforming slips, at least that were plain, which is what I needed. And I also wanted something that hit above the knee that had adjustable straps. I just couldn't find anything that just kind of went straight that would look like a second layer underneath a dress. Well, I found these on Amazon that look like they might fit the bill, so I figured I would throw them in my cart and try them. And if they didn't work, I could just return them. That's the beauty of Amazon, right? Free shipping and free returns. So I got one in black and I got one in nude. I do love that they do have adjustable cami straps. And I also love that they don't cut straight across, that they have a V-neck that works under various types of dresses. The length is right. And when I first got them and felt them, I was pleasantly surprised. The quality is really nice. I think you can tell by how they just drape in my hand that they're really soft. I'm just gonna stick my hand in here. I mean, this is the new one. It's not too thin, it's not too thick, but I didn't want to come on here and talk about them until I put them through the wash to see if they were gonna fall apart. I am happy to say that they washed really well. They did not completely fall apart or shrink up. I did not put them through the dryer though. I did hang them to dry for just plain regular slips that act like another layer underneath your clothing. These ran $15 each. I'm very, very happy with them. And they're exactly what I was looking for. So I just wanted to share that because I feel like this is kind of a hard product to find. And they also have numerous colors too. If you have a specific dress that's a little sheer that you need a specific color for, which is really nice. This is a basic item, but everybody needs socks. We all replace them. And as a Bombas socks loyalist, I have to say these are fantastic. They're the closest thing I've ever found, and dare I say, I might like these more. So the first time I tried Bombas socks, I fell in love with them. I pretty much just started accumulating them at that point. I got them on sale when I could, but I mean, even on sale, they're pricey. But I pretty much became a Bombas snob from that point on. Nothing else would do, basically. Then Brooke, my 18-year-old who just went off to college, tried her first pair, and then she became picky, and it was the only sock she would use too. So we just always were Bombas people from that point forward. But when it was time for her to go off to college, she found herself needing more socks. And I was starting to notice that some of my Bombas were getting holes in the bottom because they'll do that if you wear them enough. If you have them long enough, they too will get some holes in the bottom. And I was not all about spending that much money to get a ton of socks. So I started researching and I landed on these to try them to see if they would be maybe, second place to my beloved Bombas. You can get 6 pairs for around $17, which is fantastic. They're soft, they're cushy, they're breathable, they feel good on the foot. I have nothing bad to say about these. I actually have everything good to say about these. I find myself reaching for these more than my existing Bombas. They feel softer actually. And they have that same signature support in the middle, that same cut at the ankle. I love these. This is such a basic item, but everybody needs the basics too. And I got really excited about these, probably more excited about socks than I should have, but you Bombas lovers know what I'm talking about. If you're looking for another option that doesn't break the bank, I would definitely check these out. Speaking of another option that doesn't break the bank, let's talk about Lululemon for a minute, the shorts that everyone loves. These are not them. These are from the brand Gym People, and they are every bit as soft and breathable and comfortable. I want to say there are 20 color options. These have around 9,000 ratings with almost 5 stars and cost around $25. So this is one of those items that wasn't under the $20 price point, but to me, these are every bit worth $25. So I randomly threw these in my cart because, I work out of the house. I'm just kind of lounging around the house or I'm running errands, and I love just having a comfy pair of running shorts to throw on. And these are absolutely perfect. So if you are not wanting to spend the money on Lululemon, this $25 option is absolutely fantastic. Apparently, loads of people think so too. I hope my lighting is reflecting this deep teal the way it looks in person because it's really beautiful. I do plan to get more shades though. Now, because I tried the Amazon version of the Lululemon leggings and I didn't quite agree with that. I still think they're good. I just don't think they're exactly like Lululemon. I wasn't sure what I was going to get here, but I really like these. This is a handbag that Brooke had on her Amazon wish list for a while. She wanted something that was on trend, that would be good for going out, and that would kind of go with everything, that wasn't too big or too small, and that she could fit her phone in. Now, this is inspired by an on-trend Marc Jacobs crossbody bag that's really cute and probably comes in more colors, but it obviously costs more money. So if you're not sure if you want to spend the money, you maybe want to give it kind of a test drive first, this is a good option. Or if you just don't want to spend that much money on a bag in general and you want a cute bag, it's a great option. Now, for some reason, quite unlike me, I didn't look at this close enough before I ordered it, and I thought that it was black on the side, but it's actually a dark green, which turned out to be a pleasant surprise when we got it because it's perfect for fall and winter. And she actually seemed to prefer that because it was a little bit different. I'm hoping this is still here for me to link it for you. Like I said, I think it goes in and out of stock. If it is, I will link it. If not, I'll try and find something very similar. And I may link some other options that give kind of a similar vibe because I saw some really cute things when I was going to link this one, because Amazon has some really cute on-trend bags, whether you're looking for yourself or for a daughter or someone in your life, or maybe you're, looking for a gift for somebody. But I just thought that they had some really cute options, so I'll try to link some for you. But this bag she's been enjoying carrying. It fits everything she needs it to fit. It's held up really nicely, and she's gotten tons of compliments on it too. I kept seeing this reusable lint roller ball everywhere, and I had to get it tested out and see what it was all about, if it was worth the hype. So you basically just take off this little lid and you have this sticky roller ball that spins, and you roll it over your clothes like you would any lint roller. It's kind of gummy feeling, and once you kind of feel the stickiness go away, it pops out like so, and you're able to pop this out kind of like a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll, and you can just rinse this under the sink. I let it dry fully and the stickiness comes right back, and then you slide it right back on and you can pop it right back in like that. that, put the lid on, and throw it in your purse, keep it in your car or wherever. But it's so much more convenient to me than carrying around a lint roller with the little paper things you have to keep ripping off and throwing away. The stickiness of this lasts a lot longer than one of those papers. I always found I would have to rip one of those off after 1 or 2 swipes, and this just keeps going and going and going, at least for me anyway. I've really, really liked this, and I'll just keep using it as long as it stays sticky, however long this may be. I've rinsed it several times and it's still sticky. I love this. So for me, this has been completely worth the hype. And did I say that this is $10 and reusable? So this is just a nifty little gadget that I've thoroughly enjoyed. This would make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas. I bought a set of 2 car trash cans for $12 that have 30 trash bags with them. It's such a convenient and beneficial item that I didn't even know I needed. I gave Brooke one for her car, I keep one in mine, and I keep the little roll of trash bags underneath the current bag that's in there. It's decently tall, so it holds a lot, and it fits nicely in my cup holder or in the door cup holder, which is where I keep mine. So I can just throw my trash right beside me and I don't have to take up one of my cup holders that I would actually be using for my drink. I love that there's a little hinge top lid so it stays closed. And these are just less in the way than other car garbage cans that I've seen, or, you know, the little bag that you get from the car place. It's such a simple product, but it really is so convenient to have in your car. I hope you enjoyed this and found this helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and be sure and catch my latest makeup dupes video if you haven't seen that, and subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.